Bailey's getting ready to go back to work, and Nolan isn't happy she's going back so quickly, after almost dying. Lopez opens her door to leave the house and finds her mother injured, lying on her front doormat. Lopez takes her mother to the hospital, and her mother tells her a man hit her and told her, "Your son is out of time." Tim and Aaron see a robbery in progress, and Tim runs down the thief and tackles him to the ground. He stands up but is in pain. Lucy questions why Tim is in so much pain. He tells her he just tweaked his back. Lucy tells him they are going to take him to the hospital to get him checked out. Lopez tells Harper about her mother. Lopez introduces Harper to her brothers and tells them they are going to tell her whose fault it was for putting their mother into the hospital. Bailey takes a gunshot victim to the hospital and goes into the hospital to get some help. Bailey's partner is still in the ambulance, and the victim sits up and hits Bailey's partner in the head and runs into the hospital. Bailey comes back with a stretcher and finds her partner unconscious. Nolan and Celina go to the hospital and tell the hospital staff and other police they need to lock down the hospital. Tim, Lucy, and Aaron go to the hospital, and Lucy tells Nolan, "Tim needs medical attention." Harper starts to interrogate one of Lopez's brothers, and Wesley comes into the room and tells Lopez he is going to be her brother's attorney to get into their good graces. Harper interrogates the rest of the brothers and gets nothing from them. The police and security guards at the hospital are searching the hospital for the suspect. Nolan walks into a closet and sees bloody clothes from the suspect and calls it in. Gray walks in on Harper and Lopez talking about her brothers, and Gray doesn't look well. Gray lets them know about the issue at the hospital and tells Lopez Aaron is going to take care of her mother. Lucy enters Tim's room and sees him there with his girlfriend. The doctor comes into the room and tells them a bullet fragment from getting shot, when Lucy first started being Tim's boot, has started pressing up against a spinal nerve. Lucy leaves Tim and walks up to the elevator and sees Gray in the elevator. Gray walks out, not looking well, and passes out in front of Lucy. Gray joins Tim in the hospital room and tells Tim he has food poisoning. Lucy walks into the room, and Tim and Gray, looking distressed, tell her that Smitty is in charge. Lucy heads to LAPD, and Smitty is telling people they can go home. Tim's girlfriend tells Tim he could get disability and retire because of the gunshot wound. Gray encourages it, and Ashley tells Tim she really wants him to take this opportunity. Nolan and Celina keep looking through the hospital, and Celina tells Nolan hospitals are hard because they remind her of her sister. Tim leaves his room to take a stroll and sees the criminal with a bloody doctor's scrub on and tries taking him down, but isn't able to, and is in even more pain now because the bullet fragment shifted. Lopez goes to the hospital to see her mother and finds out her brother has a loan shark after him. Lucy is at LAPD trying to make sure everyone doesn't leave. With Harper's help, Lucy eventually gets people to stay. Smitty tells Lucy she is in charge because being in charge is too exhausting. Celina and Nolan chase their suspect down some stairs. Celina heads into a caged room where she finds a security guard unconscious. She bends down to check him but then is attacked at gunpoint from behind. The criminal tells her to be quiet. Nolan gets concerned for Celina and goes to investigate but can't find her. Celina is being forced out of the hospital, and she turns her walkie on so other cops can hear what the criminal says. The criminal forces her into an ambulance, and Celina sees Nolan outside. She looks for some drugs to help the criminal and finds some antibiotics and shows him. She stabs him with the drug. Nolan opens the back door, and the criminal shoots at him, and Celina jumps out of the ambulance and tells Nolan to wait because she gave the criminal morphine instead. Lopez and Harper confront Benny. Benny tells them he bought some stocks on a margin of $500,000, and the stocks went south. Lopez and Harper confront the loan shark and arrest the large man who attacked Lopez's mother. Tim wakes up from surgery, and his girlfriend tells him he is fine and can walk. His girlfriend then tells him she can't see him in danger anymore, and she breaks up with him. Gray walks into his office and sees Lucy taking a bunch of phone calls and tells her she did a great job. He then tells her Tim needed spinal surgery, and Lucy quickly leaves and heads to the hospital. Lucy is upset with Tim for not telling her about his surgery. Lucy asks about Ashley and then decides to stay with Tim to keep him company. Bailey and Nolan are on the couch talking about all the times she was killed and brought back. Bailey then tells him she doesn't want to live another day without him and asks John Nolan to marry her.
Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe and ring that bell to be notified of our newest videos.